and the solving for probability. Okay. So now that you still don't understand that, let me first test your knowledge. Let's test your knowledge. Please get a 1-4 sheet of paper, and I will present each item, each questions in the television, and choose the right answer or correct answer. Okay, is everyone ready? Okay, so the first question is number 1. Which of the following measures refers to the median of the upper quartile? Letter A, letter B, letter C, or letter E? Okay, next one. Which of the following refers to the extreme values of a distribution? Letter A, outlier. Letter B, quartiles. Letter C, interquartile range. Or letter D, median. Next one. Which of the following is used to determine the value of the third quartile for unproved data? Okay, is everyone done? So let's proceed to the next question. Given the following data set, 2, 4, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 19, and 21, which of the following is the value of a second quartile? Okay, next one. The last one, but not the least. If the score of a student belongs to the upper quartile, does this mean that students' performance in a certain exam is relatively better? Okay? Is anyone done or finished? Okay, thank you. You may now exchange your paper and let's check it now. Okay, number 1. Which of the following measure refers to the upper quartile, region of the upper quartile? Who got the right answer? Letter C, third quartile. the situation you have drawn. And you will determine who is in the middle of the position, the first of position, and the last of position. Okay? Let's now proceed. Okay, so said everyone is finished on here. sub 1 to your formula, which is the whole number is W, diba? 5. The decimal is 5. 5 is equal to 5 plus, since our decimal is value of 0.5, ito po, the quantity W is a whole number. So 5 plus 1 minus the whole number, which is 5. Yeah, third. But still, this is not done. We will find the 5.5 third here in our given data set, which is 11. So 3, 7, 10, 11. So pang-fifth siya. So is equal to 11 plus the decimal still remains because hindi naman hinahanap yung term niya. 0.5. Quantity of 5 plus 1 is 6. So pang 6 term. So what is that? 15. Okay? 15 minus the fifth term there, which is 11. There. So this is what we're gonna solve po. Okay po? Makakasunod po ba? Okay. So, remains 11 plus 0.5. So 15 minus 11 is equal to 4. Yan, nabiling mo sila. So, 11. So, the half of 4 or 0.5 times 4 is 2. So, 11 plus 2 is equal to, yes, 13. Yes, correct. 13. So, this is the value of our first quartile. So, next one, let's check. Yeah, correct. We got the same answer. Yeah, very good. So, the next one is, we will find the second quartile. Let's just substitute the K, the given K there, and the N. Okay? Quartile 2, the K there is 2, and then 2 times N, and there is 21, plus 1, all over 4, since this is approximately 4 divided into 4 parts. So, the answer there would be 21 plus 1, 22 times 2, 44. Divide 4 is equal to 11. So let's use this given to solve the interpolation po. U sub k is quartile where k is 1, 2, and or 3. L is the lower limit or the class boundary of the Q sub k class. And N is the sample size. F is equal to cumulative frequency before the Q sub k class. And F is the frequency of the Q sub
In this video, we'll be looking at how to officially determine whether a number is an outlier within a set of data. You may recall that in a previous video, we looked at the ages of people in a classroom and determined if we add the teacher's age, this is an outlier because the number stands out amongst the other ages. But how can we be sure that this is an outlier? As a rule of thumb, our value is in an acceptable.
Okay, now, did you guys answer the questions? Okay, thank you. And then, to further more understanding, outlier po ay typically makikita in some cases. Yun po yung mga values na napakalayo naman niya from within the unit of weight. So yun po ay mga pwedeng maaari po siya maging extremely values, the higher extreme values, or can be the lower values. Pero paano po natin makikita kung ano na yung outlier? Na-observe na po natin kung ano yung outlier, kung nasaan yung outlier. Pero let's check kung paano natin makikita kung ano ba talaga yung outlier within the group po. So, consider the following random score of 10 students in a geometry test. Determine if there are outliers. So this is a given data set. 3, 7, 13, 23, 8, 20, 11, 25, 10, 76. So ano nga po yung sabi ko? Arrange po muna yung given data set. Okay? So this is the arrangement. Naka-arrange na po to in ascending order. So this is the formula in checking if this value is within the range or kung may outlier po ba. Nakisulat po. Okay, now let's proceed to solving that by finding the IQR po. So, first, let's find the quartile muna sa given data set. So, ano po yung nasa middle? Since yan po ay 10, so ano po yung nasa middle niya? Ang nasa middle po niya is nasa pagitan po ng 11 and 13. Okay po? Which is 12. So, 11 plus 13 divided 2 is 12. So, now tingnan natin yung second quartile, which is the median. So, the next one is let's obtain 8 by finding the middle of from the 12 up to 3. Ano po yung nasa middle niya? Which is value number 8. So, that's a greater value naman po. From 12 to 76, what is the in the middle po? Yes, 23. Now that we obtain the three quartiles, let's now proceed on finding the IQR or interquartile range. So, IQR is equal to quartile 3 minus quartile 1, which is 23. As you can see, 23 minus 8 is equal to 15. So, yun po yung IQR. So, now that we obtain the four important given values, let's now proceed dun sa ating main formula, which is Q sub 1 minus 1.5 IQR up to the range of Q sub 3 plus 1.5 IQR. So, let's solve it na po. So, Q sub 1 minus 1.5 IQR. Then, the Q sub 1 there is 8 minus 1.5. Ang IQR po natin ay 15. Solve po. equal to 23 plus 1.5, and the IQR is 15. Okay, 15. We solve. So 23 plus 22.5 is solve ko. Ano po sagot? So ang sagot ko ay 45.5. So we have the value of observing of my outlier within the given data po. So now that the value of negative 14.5 and up to the range of 45.5, makikita po natin doon na hindi po pasok yung 76. Kasi ang sabi dito, 45.5 lang po. So, 45.5 up to negative 14. So, pasok pa rin po yung 3. So, what do you guys determine? Ano po yung nakita nyo? Yes, correct. 76 po ang outlier. The range is negative 14.5 to 45.5. Therefore, the outlier is 76. Since it is outside the range po. Diba? Do you guys understand? If so, let's have a last activity. Pagod na yung aking rabbit baby. 16 na sila baby. Okay. Gusto mo tumula. So please, write your solution and answer in one whole sheet of paper, and let's check it after you done solving. So direction, write your solution and answer in one whole sheet of paper and solve for outlier. I am giving you 10 minutes lang po kasi madali lang po yan, class. Ayan. Okay, who wants to answer in the board? Yes, you? Nandito ka na po? Please answer po. You can po the next solution po. The first one will arrange. No. Since it's already arranged, you will find the Q sub 2 up to Q sub 3. Then the next one po ay R2R. And the last one is use the given data to solve the range. The formula for getting the range. Okay? Your answer in Q sub 1, Q sub 2 is 12. Opo? No. Q sub is 17 po pala. 17 which is nandito sa pagitan. Q sub 2. And the Q sub 1 is 12. Ito po. Kasi siya po yung nasa gitna. Okay? Ito po yung nasa gitna. So from here to here, what is in the middle? So 28 po. So ito yung so 3. So meron po
Let's
tayo-
proceed go with the given part of your activity.
So let's proceed to the activity. I will group you into group with 4 members po. Let's answer. Proceed po tayo sa called a quartile relay race. So, as a team po, yung group is din po ninyo kanina. As a team, you must complete the following tasks in order po. And the task one is arrange the data in ascending order. Second one is calculate the median. Third is calculate the first quartile. And the third one is
Let's proceed po with the generalization.
so, from your learnings from the lesson, what is quartile? Yes, Humphrey. Thank you. What is the difference of the group and group data? Yes, OD. Thank you po. And the last one is how does quartile important to the in daily life? Yes, it helps us in decision making po. Using the data po using the determining the quartiles po. It helps in decision making. Okay. Let's now proceed to this. So I will be giving quiz item that have 10 items. Please solve it in one whole sheet of paper and choose the letter in the first part. Choose the letter of correct answer. And then 6 to 8 solve. But choose the correct answer po. And the last part is the 9 to 10, which is